I think it's
It's on?
yeah. Maybe it will take some time. I hope I put public, so I don't know. Hmm. How do I fix it? Hmm.
Let me see.
It's on
Oh,
there.
okay, it's on cookie.
Ah.
Okay, this
Oh
we
my
need
lord.
to.
Yeah, let's just remove the sound and we can see ourselves.
Supreme
Supreme being!
Finally, to say something from us.
Yes. Ah, there's just the comments we cannot. Ah, yeah, of course the comments are.
There, here, the live chat. So here we are.
Yes, it's the first time, Lee.
Oh,
This is the
really?
first. Yes,
Oh my lord.
my lord,
It's the first live we're
the
doing.
first. That's
Okay,
very
welcome to
nice.
our first live. We're so happy to be with you.
Yes.
And there will be, it is already actually happening, a release of energies during this solar eclipse. Probably many of you have already felt it. The energies have been very, very dense. Super
Super
dense.
dance, yeah. Oh, you knew I was going to. I just want to know that for the ones who are watching us to see if the volume is okay and stuff. I think I mean should
It
be
is.
like this.
It is okay.
You see, let me just see.
It is
Okay,
okay.
okay, very good, perfect.
All right. So we have just a phone here, just to read your comments and to be able to stay with you while filming.
So what is? And I don't want to jump straight away, but I'm just for the ones who don't know yet. What is the formula for twin flame union?
First of all, I want to start with something else, which is not exactly on the topic, but actually is. I just made a video about this in the Bulgarian channel, and it is about what exactly are we promoting out there? Is it love or fear?
Ah, yeah, this is the one thing.
Because it is very much related with the twin flame. Because the mission of twin flames ultimately is to spread love, right? So we raise the vibration of love, but we're talking about the understanding of the divine love, um, which Andre can explain much better what exactly is the divine love.
It's like this. The love of the highest vibration is actually a combination of divine love and human love. The warmth and the cold. Because I don't know if you notice, love on earth, even if you are going to visit a monk or something, it's always this love that has some conditions, it has some patience, it has some limits, right? You cannot expect to be loved by someone no matter what the situation happens. If there's always something like occurring in the middle and the person might lose their patience, might not want to change and stuff like this. And the cold love is actually the love of God, the love of the source, not angels or anything. It has to be the purest source where exactly God is experiencing every single bit through us. So this is the cold love because there's no emotions there. So emotions, just to give you very quick vision of what I feel for emotions from the cold love, is actually most of the times 98% of the times and of the cases, people who are crying for love, they actually are attached to some kind of emotion. They want
Yeah.
to release stuff, but because they cannot release, they just want this love and oh, the poor little creature and all stuff like this. We are not poor, we are very rich. So saying poor to someone, we are actually putting the being down.
Yes.
So level of the highest vibration implies the cold love mixed with some warmth, not to leave the creature.
To be the, the this love is actually with a feeling, but not an emotion. The emotion is actually an exaggerated feeling.
Yes, that's an amazing way to put it.
Yeah, and that's what actually does not exist in the higher dimensions. There's no emotions over there, and that's why we have as well so many souls coming from different parts of the universe to Earth to experience exactly the emotions because they are not aware of what it is exactly they are about. They do not understand our sensation of surprise, of happiness, like extreme happiness, crying, and all these which we call emotions.
Yes,
Even God actually experiences emotions through us. There's no other way for God to understand the essence of emotions, but only through us it can be understood, actually perceived in some kind of a way.
yes, that's exactly what it is. And we are here to be balanced, neither the one extreme nor the other, to be
Right.
doing exactly what it is. So,
So,
and before the true awakening, because there's like a process of several levels, but there's two major awakenings. The one that you are just like doing your job and you don't know anything that is going on the energy field, and suddenly you are aware of it and you start to spread news and love and stuff like this. And some of these news might be actually might think that you are like awakening other people, but it might be disrupting and giving more fear, like unnecessary fear that doesn't need to be shared. For example, um,
anything on the conspiracy theories?
conspiracy theories was actually my first huge base research that I made and was a big part of my awakening, because it really you need to figure out who are you dealing with, where are you living, so that you can start
To
to.
become aware of how the system works that we are right now. This understanding should be used in a way just that when we know the reason of why things are in such a way, in this case, why things are so messed up
Yeah.
nowadays on Earth, when we realize the cause of that, it is to be used just so that we know how to raise the vibration. But the more we actually spread this truth, the more we are um, exaggerating the sensation of fear. Sorry about the noise.
Yes, but it's okay, no problem. And just to give a small like brief of what we are saying for the ones who are coming now, we are actually saying that first of all, the meaning of love of the highest vibration, like it is actually two combinations: the warmth love from Earth and the cold love from the universe, and both makes an understanding doesn't exist, an understanding of the emotions in a balanced way, and the unconditional love as well. And the second is about why we do not promote fear-based news and I don't know, like events that is going on Earth, because they are not going to help our journey in terms of lifting us up to the highest vibration. It's just gonna spread some fear and put us more
Like
down.
I gave an example in the Bulgarian channel, it's the same how YouTube and Facebook works, for example. The more a video is liked or disliked, and the more comments it has, no matter if the comments are positive or negative as we perceive them, the video is going to rank higher and higher. YouTube doesn't care if we click the like or dislike button. For them, it counts the same reaction.
Yes,
It is just a reaction for them. It is experience, let's say.
yes,
And the more this video goes up, the same is in Facebook. The more comments a post has, the most the more likes or reactions, whatever the reactions are, either crying or anger or whatever, it doesn't matter. But the post is going to appear more and more frequent.
And the exact reason why she's saying this looks material, but in fact, it reflects exactly what goes on the universe and on Earth and on the collective. The more a group, the more like two individuals starts to speak about something, a group might start to flourish and speak about this matter, and because of this group, it might influence the collective, which is on Earth and reflects on everything else, and it shapes our reality. It's like this. So if we start to spread about something, a fear-based stuff, it starts to go all over and it reshapes our reality. That's why we need to.
Yes, because all this um, information, all these um, emotions that we are actually bringing up, they infuse in the collective consciousness. Every single thing that we do, everything, any thought that you have, everything goes in the collective consciousness. And this is the only way to actually achieve something. And as twin flames, I suppose many of you watching right now are actually twin flames, and that's why you are attracted to this video. As twin flames, one of our highest mission is just really to spread love, to infuse more and more love in any possible way
Yes.
into the collective consciousness, and through the collective consciousness to the entire earth, and from there to the universe itself. This is the only way that a change will happen. And there's two ways, there's many predictions out there. Perhaps half of them that you have read, if you have been interested into this, say that there will be infinite peace achieved on earth, which will last for 1,000 years. And there's the other contrary, which says that there's the end of the world coming and everything will be destroyed.
So it really, both are true depending on what we focus now on the present, so that we reshape our reality for the future.
So it really depends on every single one of us, every single being. And as twin flames, we actually have even higher powers on that. We are here right now because we have done some work in previous lifetimes. And for some of you, yes, it can be a first lifetime, earthly lifetime together. But there's many as well who are on their much higher level of connecting here on earth, which means very high spiritual work has been done, and it is being done right now. So when two souls like this, which are actually two parts of the same soul,
Yes.
connect on the earthly level right now as twin flames, we achieve something amazing. It's not love which is between a regular couple in terms of the amount, let's say, of high vibration which will be infused in the collective consciousness. And the more we get together, this will even multiply higher and higher and higher.
Oh my gosh, it's like if two people are together, it already equals like 10 times more, and with four people, like 100 times. But when it's twin flames, I think even
Even
it's
higher.
like 100 times even more, or 1,000 times. I don't know. It's very, very powerful.
Yes.
So you might have experience already in your life with your twin flame, like what the heck is going on here? I am with my twin flame, and my life reshapes so badly, like everything is um, from
Going upside down.
going upside down, and I want to separate from this person because it's consuming my life. But at the same time, you have to understand that this is to be done in order to upgrade your life to the next level. Because if this amount of stress is burdening you, is making you feel sad or angry or anything, then how can you sustain yourself during the actual I don't want to say like war, but when the time comes in which the system will collapse, how are you going to feel? How are you going to feel towards stress? You know, you need to be strong. So that's why we are going through all this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are just practicing right now. And actually, as Andrew said, many of you feel to separate, but I know that most of you are not even united right now physically with your twin flame.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
there's a reason behind that.
you answer or
Actually, the reasons are many.
oh,
And
it's crazy.
you probably are for sure reading and researching on how to continue on this journey, how to get together with your twin flame, how to attract your twin flame.
There's just one thing that it's not sadly because most of the twin flames that are actually trying to be with their twin flame, they actually think that once they are with the twin flame, even though they know that there's some
Differences.
some differences and stuff to work on, they think they're gonna find like a soulmate. You know, a soulmate is when you have this infinite love that everything works perfection, so the lesson uh, can be achieved. In terms, the lesson can be, for example, to come out of something for just one moment, or to upgrade uh, your vibration to a little bit higher level, and that's it. But there's no this romantic forever love. It's actually you need to uh, put yourself together
It's
all the
a
time.
distraction
Yes,
to be together with your twin flame.
but if you withstand the stress, you will actually feel the highest version of the love that you ever wanted to achieve since you were born. You were born for this.
We had an amazing insight um, about a week ago.
You can say about the
And
chakra.
yes, and we will try to explain to you how twin flame connection works so that you get a deeper understanding. Why is it a distraction? When the two twin flames, the two parts of the one soul connect, there's a destruction of the self,
Wow, yeah,
of
it's
the
very powerful.
ego, but not to such an extent, just the self. And this destruction actually happens on several levels. The insight that we got is that when twin flames get together, there's a process that is activated, and this process is actually of connecting with your twin flame through your chakras. So your chakras actually merge starting from the root, from the bottom.
And I'm just gonna say something. Once you activate the first chakras, or even just one chakra, you cannot run away like before. You actually you end up disturbing not only yourself but the twin flame and everything else, and your life is not gonna be the same until you come back and you continue the process. That's why you have so much difficulty.
Absolutely.
So many people say, I get with my twin flame, my life is a mess. It's never like before. Just unite with your twin flame and get back together, discipline, and continue the journey. Because you have
The
decided
whole
to do this in the first place.
yes, so
What's the
coming
difference?
coming here together, you have already decided this. And I will tell you something. God, in His expression through you, you yourself, and nobody else, have put you in situations and difficulties in this lifetime that you can endure. You can get through them, and you can raise your vibration through them.
We can just give a small tip, for example, to fortify and speed up the process of meeting each other. We actually made some changes in our diet, and even though there's some crazy stuff nowadays, eat this diet, eat that diet, you have to actually follow your intuition, which is the best diet ever. And plus, in terms of how is this going to affect my highest self, is it going to serve me my highest potential, and is it going to make me feel lighter and grounded at the same time? That's all you have to focus on. That's all. And this will speed up
Absolutely.
like crazy. For example, we started the wheatgrass trees movement at the same time, for example.
Yes, at the very beginning of our
That's
awakening
one of
journey.
the things, for example. And there's much more, but
Yeah.
it's just to tell you that this is very, very
And
important.
actually, take advantage of this moment that you're alone now to work on yourself rather than focusing on uniting with your twin flame, which is going to happen sooner or later, no matter what, in this lifetime. Focus on yourself because later on, when you are with your twin flame, it will be much more difficult to listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
Because when this process of merging the chakras starts, it almost works the opposite. So my intuition works more for Andre and his intuition works more for me. But because of the
So
letting go of the self process,
we do not want to accept at the beginning,
yes,
but after the process and the conclusion is that you accept totally your twin flame and yourself. And sometimes when we want to run away, we actually want to embrace our old lifestyle. So
yes,
please, for your own benefit, uh, use this opportunity to actually flush this self down the down the grass. I don't know,
because this is going to serve you as
in a good way, of course.
a boosting start, a boost to actually connect with your twin flame. We cannot emphasize more on how important it is to be in peace with yourself. If you are not in peace with yourself, if you don't feel balanced, you could never achieve connection, full connection with your twin flame. Because when you connect with your twin flame, deeper things start to come out. Then you go out of balance again, but that's a much deeper process. But first of all, you have to balance um, the periphery, let's say, and then it goes
Yeah.
further and further to the core because the more we go up with each chakra, the more complicated it becomes. The lower chakras represent the material, and the higher chakras represent
The spiritual.
our spiritual
And the
world.
heart, like we were speaking just before. And now it makes sense, the heart. Because the heart that we have now is a combination, of course, depends on your work, is a combination of the grounding material and the cold love. So it's the warmth and the cold.
Yes,
That's why it's in the middle.
yes,
Love the highest vibration.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Love the has vibration. And there is uniqueness in everybody's path to uniting with the twin flame. Don't search for formulas. I don't want to say that it's stupid, but it is funny really to search for sure things that will definitely work. There's nothing like this. It does not exist.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what the answer of this title is. What is the formula for twin flame union? Is that there is no formula. There is just
the
follow.
formula
Yeah.
is your own intuition.
And just doing the accepting, forgiveness, all these things is the basic things of a spiritual awakening process. So it also applies to the twin flame. It's just it's much more intense because when we are starting and we have to meditate, right? In the first times of awakening, we say, okay, forgive, accept, and stuff. It looks very easy, but once you go through other sacrifices, very deep, intense experiences, you will see that basic stuff becomes very difficult.
Absolutely.
That's why patience is actually the most embracive, the most intense, the most amazing, the most, I don't know what else I can say, thing to do here on earth because when you actually let go of being, how do I say, when you actually let go of being patient and just embrace the patience, there's no time to wait. There's no sitting. Um, there's nothing to be patient for. I cannot explain as very well this, but I just want to say that people that are patient to do something, or they have to wait for their meditation or something, is because they are still being patient. I don't know if you can perceive this, but if you let go of
You
being
need to watch
patient,
this video one more time.
yeah, you, that's how You catch the messages.
That's how I catch the messages. I watch our videos afterwards and then I'm like, whoa, I or he actually meant this and that. I couldn't perceive it while we were speaking.
Yes,
But
the same for
afterwards,
him.
it really goes deep in my heart.
So it's like this. For example, you are meditating and you want to achieve enlightenment through meditation. You are waiting and waiting and waiting. But the problem is that, if you want to call it a problem, you are actually focusing too much on these patients. If you really let go and you don't care that you are sitting, you are actually going to transcend so much fast. Maybe like this, in 1 second.
You know, I was trying to astral for a month perhaps to get out of my body. I was using different techniques and trying and trying and trying. And then in the end, I was like, oh, forget about it. It's so exhausting and it
Yeah.
doesn't work and it doesn't work. I'm just gonna focus on my meditation and that's it. And guess what? In less than a week, I just went out of my body.
Because we don't focus anymore. Focusing actually touches the rational mind, which is the left brain, right body, and to go to the spiritual or to do things that are impossible, which becomes possible, is with the right brain, the universal brain, not the earth brain. So you cannot focus in order to achieve this.
And most of all, learn to love yourself. If you don't find this love deep within yourself for yourself, you will never properly experience your full connection with your twin flame.
Hmm.
It's a very, very important. You have to love yourself. Not loving yourself means not loving your twin flame. Trust me, every time you say, I hate myself or I look horrible or ugly, it's like you're telling this to your twin flame. The connection is so deep.
And I just had an insight that in a higher level, anything that you hate around you, a bug, for example, you are actually hating yourself once again, because everything
Yes.
is a mirror, everything is representing us. In the highest vibration of love, in the highest dimensions, more than fifth and sixth dimension, all you see is a mirror of yourself all the time. Your thoughts, your
Because the
emotions.
perspective of bad and good doesn't exist. It just it exists the perception of experience. If you start seeing everything just purely as experience, you know, you can practice, try it for a day to, you will see how different things actually seem and how different, what a different meaning they have.
Of course, it's very important that while you focus just on experience, that everything is an experience. Remember, the love of the highest vibration has to be embedded in your heart and embedded in your mind while you know that everything is just an experience. So that you don't say, I'm gonna, I don't know, kill someone for experience. You're not gonna do that. So love of the highest vibration is super important.
You are not an ordinary being.
Yeah.
You watching this video, yes, you. We are the sixth race
Yeah.
of humanity, which is just entering Earth right now. And the sixth race of humanity is all about love. There's no separation
That's
there.
it. That there's no
We
more separation.
accept each other the way we all are, with all our hearts, with pure love, understanding.
Even if we are taught since a child the opposite, our intuition is going to be so strong that we are just not going to listen to all of this crap that they're telling us. We are just going to practice the love, the highest vibration, the one that shatters the sky, shakens the earth. It makes you alive.
Imagine every time the love of the high vibration as this amazing sensation that you get when you watch the most beautiful sunset or sunrise.
Yes, the same thing.
It fills your heart instantly
The
with
one,
love and joy.
especially the when the sun or the moon, because it also happens with the moon, it's very, very, very red, super red, like like a papaya, like her color from the dress. We cannot see.
No, it doesn't even look
It's like you're
so.
naked here.
It doesn't even look so dark. The color of my dress.
Okay. Ah, okay. But it's even more dark. It's like
Yeah,
a
because
strawberry or
we
something.
have the sunset just opposite us
Yeah.
right
Now
now.
it's finished, but it's
Yeah.
amazing. I think that's it, huh?
We didn't get any questions, but if you
Let me
still
just see
have,
here.
you can write them in the comments, and we hope to make more lives. It just came very spontaneous today. Maybe the release of energies finally just made us like, hello, wake up!
Yes.
It's time. It's time to go.
Yes. It's we have many messages. I wanted to say more stuff, but it's gonna take. It's not just 5 seconds. You know, when you get a thought and you want to say it out loud, it becomes much more detailed and goes on and on and on. So that's it. We just wanted to spread this message.
Yes.
Oh, we have 13 people. That's nice.
So
Okay.
let us know your comments, your insights, your thoughts, your love
Yes.
underneath, and we will meet again soon.
Yes. And I don't know. Okay. It was a nice experience. We will do again. Most
Gratitude
definitely.
for your love and everything, and for staying with us here. Namaste.
Namaste. Nice. Ok. A live terminou. Vou desligar. I'm just saying like this in
Yes.
the português. Está fixe.
Até já.
Até já. We're gonna wait just 30 seconds and then
Yeah.
because there's a delay. Whoop. I'm gonna put the sky a little bit. Oh, there's messages. Look at this. Oh my god, we had all the time. You didn't have it here.
No.
Come back again. I knew something was going on. Look at this. No, it's all here now. It's all here.
Can you describe the feeling you have that is not an emotion?
Okay, we're gonna answer this thing because we didn't know. Right?
Ah, I can see them now.
Yeah, I put you. Okay.
I think it's better we answer these questions in another.
Video.
Yes. Because
But,
they're not really related to the
Okay.
topic.
Even the Bulgarian, right?
Yeah.
Ah, the Asianness. She's very nice. Hello, everyone. So cool.
Agnes.
Yeah, we had a problem in our chat.
We couldn't see the messages
We
for
couldn't
some
see the
reason.
message. Very crazy.
Oh, lots of hugs to all of you guys. Thank you so much. So much love.
Yeah, there's a lot of love. Mm.
Love you so much. Okay, we'll answer in the next video for you being.
Yes, we are not gonna forget this. Let's take a screenshot. Can you take a screenshot from all of them because it doesn't appear? Um, it's better than this. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool. We're gonna answer all these questions in the next video, and it's gonna be really cool. Okay, that's very nice.
Divine love.
Divine
See you
love.
soon.
Yes. See you. So very nice, huh?
Yes,
You like it?
I loved it.
Mwah. Be strong. Be brave. A strong namaste. Someone said Allah. Okay, we are going.